This afternoon, I will be sharing with you information about Scopus AI and then share a video demo, actually in Bahasa by my colleague, on how to navigate the Scopus AI platform. So let me know if you could see my screen. Okay, so Scopus AI was recently launched under the Scopus platform this year. So it is a trusted content because it sits under Scopus.com, which is the biggest citation and abstract database. And again, because now it is powered by generative AI. Okay, so some of the concerns or the issues that we have seen today in the field of academic and research are the following. So research is becoming complex. It is competitive, but at the same time collaborative. You have limited search tools, although you do have Scopus access, but sometimes the information that you could get is very overwhelming because it's a lot. And there's also disciplinary silos because of the interdisciplinary research in the research ecosystem. And because of this, the common problems that we have seen, and maybe you could also relate, is information overload, inefficient search, because it takes you time to look for the credible or the relevant references, and limited collaboration with experts on the other field or the other focus that you're actually looking into as well. And because of this, there is missed productivity, lack of collaboration, and again, missed opportunities, which impacts the academic and societal impact because of sometimes the delay of research output. So it is very important that the efficiency in the workflow is there. And that is the reason why we came up with Scopus AI. So Scopus AI helps you, the researcher, understand a research topic more efficiently and insightfully than ever. So I will start with some use cases where Scopus AI could actually support you in your research workflow. Number one is finding references. So, of course, with Scopus.com, you get all of those links to abstracts, to papers, but sometimes the information are just too many and you have limited time. So Scopus AI would be able to give you the relevant and the credible information just in one click. So it's faster now. Sometimes also the getting familiar with a new topic is a challenge. So that's where Scopus AI could support you because it provides you an in-depth summary of the topic. Next is deepening understanding of a research topic to give you a thorough understanding, the likes of the concept maps that we have on Scopus AI to guide the researcher what other areas of topics that you need to look into for your particular research. Next is better articulating a hypothesis or ideas. Because again, just like Scopus.com, with Scopus AI, it immediately links you to other research output, other articles, other journals that would be able to help you in coming up with your hypothesis for your research. And in explaining as well a complex topic because it gives you a lot of links to further references that would give you information about your research. And finally, collaborating with others. So with Scopus.com, it gives you also an avenue where you could search for potential authors to collaborate with based on their citations. It is the same with Scopus AI, but in this case, it would be able to link you faster to that researcher for you to be able to collaborate or get or collaborate with your particular research topic. Okay. So Scopus AI derives its strength from the following use cases. First is to accelerate discovery. because like with what we've mentioned earlier, there is a lot of information, and sometimes there is information overload, or we get overwhelmed with the number or with the information that we get out of the searches that we do. With Scopus AI, it is able to summarize that information. It is able to make it into a concise, well-written paragraph, just like this one. So this is a sample, which later on in the demo, my colleague will be sharing as well. So with Scopus AI, you could just indicate your question, even via a natural language query, just like when you are conversing with your colleague or with your peer. That is just the type of question that you could put on Scopus AI. And then it would give you a summary about this particular topic. And then it gives you also link to the references and information where you could get more information about this topic. Okay. It could bridge the knowledge gap. Now, because of the interdisciplinary research, research topics are becoming more complex. And so with Scopus AI, there is an ability to have follow-up questions. So meaning it could actually show you what are the potential questions that could arise out of this particular topic. It shows you a full picture of Scopus AI because it is linked with curated contents coming from Scopus.com. Okay. We use vector search. So in short, we use an algorithm to make sure that the contents that we generate out of Scopus AI is reliable, it is relevant. It is potentially simplifying the process for you. And like I mentioned, it shows you a concept map. The concept map would tell you what are the other topics that you could deep dive or you could look into. It could actually act as a guide for the researcher to get more information about this particular field and what would be the other field of interest regarding this topic that may be helpful to your research. Okay. So this is a sample which could be generated from that Scopus AI search. Okay. It would also be able to improve productivity and trusted outcomes. And this is really the main expectation out of using Scopus AI. And sometimes, just by using a standard or an ordinary generative AI, there is that concern about credibility and trust because it could give hallucinations. But with Scopus AI, you are assured that because it gets the data from Scopus.com, the trust and the credibility is there. Because number one, Scopus.com curates the data. We make sure that the information that you could get out of Scopus, the articles, the journals, that these are not predatory, that these are active and these are reliable and credible. We've also taken the steps to minimize bias. So we show you the results as it is, without any influence of gender, of religion, of ethnicity, or nationality, or whatever. So we report it or we show you the data as it is. And the Scopus inputs are pre-validated because we do have a board that oversees the contents that goes into Scopus. So it is a very thorough and rigid process that our Scopus board uses. And as a result, with the Scopus AI, it is now able to link you to those foundational, credible papers, to authors that have the highest citations or articles that have the highest citations that is relevant to your research topic. So because of this, you don't need to spend a lot of time looking one by one at the abstract, looking at the particular specific journal or a article within a journal, and assess this one by one, but with Scopus AI, it could assist you with that. One of the things that we also take pride on and that we practice as a community in Elsevier is a responsible use of AI. And how do we do that? So we have 5 principles for Elsevier responsible AI. First, we consider real-world impact of our solutions on people. We understand that research output needs to be timely, that it needs to be relevant, and that it needs to have a source that is credible and reliable. And that's one thing that we make sure of. Second, we take action to prevent creation or reinforcement of unfair bias. Like what I've said earlier, we report or we generate information as it is. We are not influenced by gender or nationality as such. We can explain how our solutions work. So we are very transparent with the kind of technology that goes into Scopus AI. So even if you look into elsevier.com, you would be able to see this. Okay. And later on, I will also show you that video to give you a better picture on how our solutions work. Next, we create accountability through human oversight. Because we have a Scopus board that oversees the contents that goes into Scopus, which is regularly being reviewed and analyzed. And those that are, or rather journals that are not active or predatory, we remove them from the list. Okay. We respect privacy and champion robust data governance. We do not store any of your personal information or even your searches on Scopus AI to make sure that the contents or the searches that you do remains private. So this is the board, CSAB board, as we call it, Content Selection and Advisory Board, that oversees the contents that goes into Scopus.com. Scopus remains to be the gold standard for research. In fact, the data that is being used by top-ranking organizations such as QS and THE comes from Scopus. Scopus remains to be the largest multidisciplinary source-neutral indexation database. So yes, it is not a full-text database, but it provides you with a scope of information that would help you or that would guide you to look for the references, to look for collaborators within the research ecosystem. And right now, we have over 7,000 publishers on Scopus. We have over 29,000 active serial titles, over 330,000 books, and over 23 million open access items that are indexed on Scopus. At this point, please allow me to share another a video that shows you what goes into Scopus AI, and then we move with the demo. Okay. Okay. May I know if you could see my screen that has an Elsevier logo?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Ibu. Okay, I will share this video.
Elsevier has released a groundbreaking new generative AI-powered guide to help you navigate the Scopus knowledge base. Based on the world's largest collection of trusted peer-reviewed literature, our AI tool allows researchers to generate summaries of research areas in seconds, explore new topics in depth, and discover the connections between subjects with confidence. But how does Scopus AI work? Want to generate summaries of research fields or the connections between subjects? Well, for that, you need a large language model, or LLM. LLMs are a type of generative AI specifically architected to understand, summarize, and generate text-based content. Scopus AI leverages a state-of-the-art language model to analyze your queries. We pair this model with our vast database of trusted Scopus content. Then, when given a prompt, the model identifies patterns in the data and creates similar outputs based on these patterns. In this way, Scopus AI can understand your question, collect relevant data, and summarize it for you in seconds. But what if you prefer not to use academic language and want to ask your question in everyday simple language? This is why we've built Vector Search into Scopus AI. Vector Search works by using a small language model to convert the meaning and context of words into numbers or vectors. The vector search then uses semantic relevance, which captures the relationships between different words and phrases to find other words, topics, or categories that closely match that numbered vector, allowing for more nuanced and context-aware outputs that capture all the relevant information you need. So, rather than searching for a specific paper, you can ask any question in a way that makes sense to you and receive a context-rich answer to fill the gaps in your knowledge. But how can we trust the AI's output? This is where prompt engineering comes into play. Prompt engineering is a technique used in large language models to optimize and guide generated outputs for particular tasks. Imagine engineered prompts as the guardrails for the tool, rules that ensure Scopus AI's output matches the intent of the researchers who use it. For Scopus AI, our prompt engineering is based on 3 key principles. Transparency. We require Scopus AI to ground all its claims on the curated Scopus database and provide references for everything it says. Quality. Scopus AI undergoes intermittent sample evaluations using our quality framework to ensure that the outputs meet our rigorous standards for quality, relevancy, and coherency. Reliability. The prompts that lie behind Scopus AI help produce outputs that are factually inaccurate or unreliable. Scopus AI has been engineered to meet the needs of researchers and the research community the world over, but now it's your turn. Head to elsevier.com/Scopus-AI and discover how Scopus AI can advance your understanding, enrich your insights, and transform your overall research experience.
Okay. So, further, Scopus AI is able to generate results within seconds. So you just type your query on the question box, or you could actually use natural language queries. So just like you are conversing with a friend or your peer. Second, it actually uses vector search. So it has uses algorithm when it generates searches and results. And once we have that results, we apply large language model to make sure that there are no hallucinations. Now, to further share on how this actually works, I will share the video, a Scopus AI video. So this is a video by my colleague. It is a video in Bahasa. Sorry, let me share again my screen. Okay, let me just, okay. So please let me know again if you could see the Scopus database on screen.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Ibu. All right, I will play now the demo video on how to navigate the Scopus AI platform, which is under scopus.com.
Yang terbaru dari Scopus tentunya adalah Scopus AI, di mana Scopus AI ini membuat Anda sebagai peneliti dapat menanyakan pertanyaan-pertanyaan apa saja, di mana Scopus kemudian akan memberikan jawaban atas pertanyaan tersebut, tentunya disertai dengan referensi. Dan referensi ini semuanya dipastikan terindeks Scopus. Untuk dapat menggunakan Scopus AI, silakan langsung mengetik pertanyaan yang Anda ingin tanyakan pada tab dari Scopus AI ini. Misalkan di sini saya menggunakan contoh dari beberapa yang sudah ada di sini. Misalkan poin yang kedua ini. Nah, silakan Anda juga menggunakan pertanyaan yang Anda miliki. Lalu secara otomatis, kemudian Scopus akan langsung menunjukkan jawaban dari pertanyaan yang sudah kita berikan. Di sini kita bisa melihat ada referensi-referensi yang digunakan. Misalkan di angka pertama, angka kedua, angka ketiga. Kalau kita klik salah satunya, seperti ini, maka akan muncul ini adalah referensi yang digunakan untuk menjawab untuk poin pertama, sebagai jawaban dari poin yang pertama. Kemudian, Untuk referensi lengkapnya bisa juga dilihat di sebelah kanan. Ini adalah list dari 6 referensi yang digunakan untuk menjawab pertanyaan yang kita berikan. Selain itu, kalau kita scroll sedikit ke bawah, di sini ada foundational document. Foundational document ini adalah dokumen-dokumen lain yang memang tidak digunakan sebagai jawaban atas pertanyaan, tetapi dokumen-dokumen ini adalah dokumen yang banyak sekali disipasi, sehingga mungkin saja menjadi dokumen yang penting untuk penelitian Anda. Selain itu, kalau kita scroll lagi sedikit ke bawah, di sini ada expanded summary. Expanded summary akan memberikan jawaban yang lebih lengkap. Artinya, referensi yang digunakan pun akan lebih banyak dibandingkan dengan summary. Kalau kita lihat di sini, hasil dari expanded summary ini, kita bisa lihat ya, sudah dikelompokkan menjadi kategorisasi dari jawaban, dan secara, kalau kita lihat ya memang di sini sudah ada sampai dengan referensi nomor 8. Jadi ada 8 referensi yang digunakan. Nah, selain itu, kalau scroll lagi ke bawah, di sini ada namanya concept map. Kalau kita klik, concept map ini seperti mind map, yang akan memberikan kita jawaban atas pertanyaan yang kita berikan dalam format secara visual seperti ini. Lalu, kalau kita klik, misalkan di salah satu poin ini, nah kita akan langsung diberikan link concept path summary, misalkan bagaimana international cooperation, ya itu kemudian memberikan pengaruh pada multilateral agreements. Nah ini bisa kita lihat jawaban dari pertanyaan tersebut. Lalu kita juga memberikan topik expert. Nah, topik expert ini adalah informasi terkait dengan siapa saja para expert di bidang sesuai dengan pertanyaan yang kita tanyakan. Ya, nantinya di sini tentu dari peneliti-peneliti yang muncul, kita bisa klik profilnya, kita bisa melihat siapakah beliau-beliau ini, dan tentunya jika butuh kolaborasi, jika butuh misalkan narasumber atau editor, reviewer, nah itu bisa langsung cek di topik expert yang muncul di sini. Profil tersebut akan terbuka. Nah, kemudian yang paling baru dari Scopus AI itu adalah adanya emerging themes. Nah, emerging themes ini adalah satu hal yang tentu menarik sekali ya, karena kita bisa melihat ya, apa saja tema yang kemudian menarik untuk diteliti, ya, yang konsisten dan juga yang baru tergantung dari pertanyaan yang kita tanyakan. Misalkan, ya, ini adalah consistent theme, atau dengan kata lain ini adalah tema-tema yang lumayan sering diteliti ya, dari berbagai macam referensi yang memang bisa dicari di Scopus. Ya, ini juga consistent themes, ya, ini juga konsisten. Nah, kemudian kalau kita lihat ini ada rising theme. Ini artinya ini topik-topik yang masih lumayan jarang begitu ya diteliti untuk saat ini, ya, dan tentu saja bisa menjadi salah satu ya topik yang tentu menjadi ide penelitian kita. Kalau kita klik referensinya, kita bisa melihat ini adalah referensi-referensi yang banyak digunakan ya untuk mencoba menganalisa emerging themes ya, khususnya apa yang sedang kita lihat saat ini. Jadi kita bisa lihat bahwa ya di sini ada peningkatan dari jumlah publikasi selama 2 tahun terakhir, misalnya dari November 2022 ke November 2023 dari 5, kemudian 1 tahun kemudian menjadi 25 dokumen, dan ini ada referensi-referensi yang bisa dijadikan sebagai acuan dari penelitian kita ke depan. Nah, ini tentu satu hal yang baru, dan ada juga novel theme. Kalau ini adalah yang benar-benar memang masih jarang sekali, ya, dan tentu bisa jadi sesuatu yang satu novelty begitu ya dari topik yang kita angkat. Jadi silahkan nanti boleh melihat ya mana saja tema-tema yang konsisten, yang memang sudah banyak diteliti, mana yang sedang mengalami peningkatan atau rising theme, dan mana yang betul-betul masih sangat jarang, ya kita masukkan ke dalam novelty. Nah, terakhir tentunya dari Scopus AI juga ada Go Deeper. Jadi kita juga bisa menanyakan pertanyaan-pertanyaan lain ya, yang lebih mendalam lagi dari pertanyaan pertama yang kita tanyakan. Ya. Misalkan di sini, how can technology and innovation facilitate international collaboration on climate change? Nah, kalau kita klik, maka akan dilanjutkan lagi ya, oleh Scopus AI mencoba menjawab pertanyaan yang kita berikan ini. Dan tentu formatnya sama, ada summary, ada references, ada foundational documents, ya, dan seterusnya. Nah, satu hal lagi yang bisa dilakukan di Scopus AI, kalau kita coba ke atas, nah, kita juga bisa mencoba bertanya menggunakan bahasa Indonesia. Ya, tentu jawabannya saat ini kita tidak bisa memastikan pasti 100% bagus, ya, karena sejujurnya ini adalah tentu fitur yang memang masih baru begitu, tapi silahkan bisa dicoba juga untuk menggunakan bahasa Indonesia. Misalkan, saya coba bertanya menggunakan seperti ini, apa saja ciri pemimpin yang baik, kalau kita klik, nah maka ya Scopus akan langsung menerjemahkan pertanyaan saya menjadi bahasa Inggris, kemudian dari sana akan langsung dimunculkan jawaban dari pertanyaan saya, ya dengan format yang sama juga, masih ada expanded summary, concept map, topik expert, dan tentu tentu yang paling menarik, yang paling baru saat ini adalah emerging teams ini. Jadi silakan, Go Deeper-nya juga masih tersedia, jadi silakan nanti Bapak Ibu bisa untuk terus mencoba ya dari Scopus AI ini supaya bisa nanti melihat ya menggunakan semaksimal mungkin untuk kebutuhan penelitiannya. Terima kasih Bapak Ibu semuanya. Semoga cukup jelas ya, khususnya untuk bagian dari Scopus AI.
Okay, so there you have seen how Scopus AI works and how to navigate Scopus AI. So we hope that you start to navigating your searches via Scopus AI from the scopus.com platform. And let us know, feedback your library, how this has or this will actually enable more efficiency in your workflow, make you more productive. So we'd like to hear more from you about that once you've started using Scopus AI. So that is it from my end for my presentasi. If there are any questions, I would be happy to answer them.
Thank you very much, Christy, for your explanation. It's very clear.
Thank you.
Bapak dan Ibu serta saudara-saudara sekalian, mungkin ada yang masih membutuhkan informasi terkait dengan pelaksanaan Scopus AI. Kebetulan kami sudah mulai untuk melakukan proses trial itu sejak tanggal 5 November yang lalu. Sehingga Bapak Ibu seluruh Sivitas Akademika Universitas Gadjah Mada itu bisa mengakses trial Scopus AI ini karena aksesnya itu adalah menggunakan SSO UGM dan email UGM. Dipersilakan kepada Bapak dan Ibu yang mungkin masih membutuhkan informasi terkait dengan Scopus AI. Silakan untuk langsung saja open mic.
I'm sorry.
Yes,
Can I
silakan,
have
Bapak.
some questions? I'm from MAP UGM. So in this Scopus AI, did the result come from the whole context of the article or just the abstract?
So the results or the data is actually generated from Scopus.com. So the Scopus.com is still citation and abstracts. So what you will get in there would be links to the articles that is found under Scopus.com. And on top of that, there would be a summary or a concise explanation about the topic that you are searching. So it is not it is still not an in-depth information about a certain topic. Because we leave it also to the researcher to get more information on this or let you use other databases such as Science Direct where you could get a more thorough information. So what Scopus AI does is to make it more efficient for you to search for references, to search for index information that is coming from Scopus.com for you to use in your research. So I hope that answers pa.
Yeah, it's answered. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you, Pak Dana, for the questions. And on the chat, Mas Haksa, Mas Haksa, would you like to open your mic? Okay, Mas Haksa, have a question. I will read it. In the search results display, it says explore topic since 223. Can this year be changed so that the search result become more extensive?
Yes, actually, yeah, it can. So it will actually generate the latest data depending on your search topic. So if the most recent data for your particular search topic is from 2023, then it would give you the latest, which is 2023. But if there are already information or articles that are indexed later on or 2024 onwards, then you would be getting this or this would display that information as well.
Okay, is it clear, Pak Haksa? So you can answer from the chat. And then, Christy, would you like to explain what is the difference with ChatGPT?
Yeah. So basically, ChatGPT, well, it gets from the internet, a lot of sources from the internet, right? But for Scopus AI, the main source of the data is generated from Scopus.com. It is it is actually made to cater the needs of the researcher and academicians. And that
Okay.
is why with Scopus AI, there would be no hallucinations because we use different technology. Number one, it gets the data from Scopus.com, which is being looked after by our Scopus board to make sure that the information there are credible, that it is not predatory. So that is the main difference, I would say, between Scopus AI and ChatGPT. But in terms of the generative AI technology, we both use generative AI. For Scopus AI, we just add an additional layer to make sure that there are no hallucinations with the results and that there are no bias.
Okay, Pak Jamaluddin, is it clear? Yes, that's the answers for your questions. And then Ibu Tina, would you like to open your mic? Ibu Tina. Okay, Christy. Ibu Tina asks about Scopus AI references only contain a maximum of 10 articles. What are the basis for the selecting references in Scopus AI?
So basically the basis is on the topic, on the research topic. So whatever is the relevant data that we could generate from Scopus.com, that is what we are actually pushing to generate or to give you as a result for Scopus AI. So yes, when you do searches on Scopus.com, there is a limit. For Scopus AI, we have that summary and expanded summary. There are actually no limits, but of course, we only select those that are highly relevant and has the highest citation for a particular research topic that we generate as part of the result.
Okay, thank you. Bapak dan Ibu, ini ada pertanyaan juga terkait. Sorry, Christy, I will change to my bahasa
Yes.
Indonesia. I will explain about how to access Scopus with single sign-on Gadjah Mada University.
Yes.
And Bapak dan Ibu terkait dengan bagaimana mengakses Scopus AI dengan user SSO UGM. Silakan Bapak Ibu bisa melihat di jadi Bapak Ibu tinggal membuka scopus.com, begitu. Jadi scopus.com nanti akan diminta terkait dengan email yang akan digunakan untuk mengakses Scopus. Terus kemudian nanti Bapak dan Ibu bisa memasukkan email UGM Bapak dan Ibu ke dalam data yang sudah ada di laman depan scopus.com. Nanti secara otomatis itu Bapak Ibu tidak membutuhkan waktu lama, hanya berapa ya, sekitar nggak sampai bermenit-menit begitu. Jadi nanti sudah begitu di accept oleh Scopus, terus kemudian nanti Bapak Ibu bisa mengakses Scopus, baik yang Scopus sebagai database jurnalnya maupun Scopus AI. Karena platform Scopus AI ini tidak terpisah dari platform Scopus database yang sudah dilanggan dan sudah tercantum juga di website Perpustakaan dan Arsip Universitas Gadjah Mada. Semoga Bapak dan Ibu bisa mengikuti penjelasan ini, Nje. Ya, semoga sudah bisa. Ini Bapak atau Ibu Tumiati. Mohon maaf apabila saya salah sebut. Jadi kalau Bapak Ibu sudah pernah mengakses Scopus ataupun database yang dilanggan oleh Universitas Gadjah Mada, jadi kebetulan Universitas Gadjah Mada ini tidak hanya melanggan database saja, tetapi kami melanggan total 26 database. Begitu. Jadi Scopus ini adalah salah satu database yang dilanggan dan insya Allah ini akan segera kami perluas dengan Scopus AI. Demikian Bapak dan Ibu informasi yang bisa kami sampaikan. Bapak dan Ibu peserta sekalian, apakah masih ada hal-hal lain yang masih dibutuhkan informasi dan Bapak Ibu silakan bisa mencoba. Barangkali ada juga masih kebingungan begitu. Ibu Yeti, would you like to open your mic?
Okay.
Christy, there is Ibu Yeti have a questions for you. Ya, silakan Ibu Yeti.
Okay, thank you. Hello, Christy. I want to ask about what are the advantages of Scopus AI compared to the other AI tool like Sites, Perplexity? Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Ibu, for that question. Yeah. So the advantage mainly is because Scopus AI sits under Scopus.com platform. It gets the data from Scopus.com, which is one of the biggest and most trusted indexation and citation database. Because like I mentioned earlier, the data that is being used by the ranking bodies like THE and QS, they get it from Scopus. So some of those index articles may also be linked to site and they may get from it. But it's really more of the assurance that what you get from Scopus AI is the fact that it harnessed data from Scopus.com, which is the most trusted database.
Ibu Yeti. Christy,
Okay, I think enough. Thank you.
Thank you.
terima kasih Ibu Yeti. Is there any questions from the participants? Or Christy, can you give some of tutorials about how to access Scopus and then how to access Scopus AI?
Okay.
Yeah, of course, we will use a UGM email.
Yes, sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe you can share the tutorial about that.
Yeah, I can. If you'd like, I also have a video in Bahasa for that, for the Scopus, which I could share with you. But let me just share my screen. I'll do a walkthrough for Scopus.com. See. Yeah.
Yang terbaru dari Scopus tentunya adalah Scopus AI, di mana Scopus AI ini membuat Anda sebagai peneliti dapat
Sorry, this is for Scopus AI. Okay. Let me know if you could see my screen. I'm typing on the screen Scopus.com.
Please.
Okay. It's just running. Okay. Actually, from my end, I don't have Scopus AI at this point. But normally you would see Scopus AI here. So even us, we have random access sometimes for Scopus AI. But yes, for scopus.com, there are several searches that you could do. So you could search using document search by typing keywords, a specific article or topic. You could search by authors by entering the last name and the first name. Researcher discovery by typing a keyword, and then it would actually show you the potential author or collaborator and organization. I will start with organization so we could use UGM as an example. Okay. Universitas Gadjah Mada. Okay. So when you search by organization, it would give you, or it would let you start with that organization. And in this case, of course,
Sorry, Christy, your share screen is not yet looking
so-
in the Zoom.
oh, apologies. Okay, let me here. Okay, let me know, Ibu, if you could see my screen.
Yes.
Okay, sorry. So let me just type again scopus.com so we could walk you through. Okay, so for scopus.com, you could search by document, author, researcher discovery, or based on topic and organization. So I will start by searching by organization. In this case, UGM. Okay. So here you would be able to see how many affiliations UGM has. Okay. How many documents. You would see at the overview, the number of documents, the number of authors. So these are all Scopus Index documents, Scopus Index authors. So again, as you know, to be Scopus Index, as an author, you need to be able to have an article that has been indexed in Scopus. Okay, for UGM, when we search via documents, it would show you the list of documents that UGM has. Okay, so you could actually search by date range. So you could go as early as maybe 1970 to present. Okay. Okay. So again, with Scopus, these are abstracts. Okay. It is not a full text data or a full text article. So once we click on a particular abstract, it would lead you to the publisher's page, which you could actually download, save as PDF, or you could save in your list or print. Okay. All right. Okay. So this is one of the article that we have actually clicked from the list, and it shows you the related documents that also has hyperlinks, the authors, which also has hyperlinks to it. Okay. So you could either view this document at the publisher's page, which would forward you to that particular publisher. Okay. Now going back, you could also limit the searches. Okay. Or you could limit it by the year, the author, Okay. By subject area, the type of document. So again, in Scopus, we have all of the types of documents in there. We have articles, conference papers or proceedings. We have books, serials. We have also the document type, the keywords or affiliation, okay, and the country. Okay. One of the useful things that I go back, one of the useful things that a lot of the institutions are actually looking into is actually this, the overview, where it shows them what is the contribution of the article or the index article in a particular subject area or field of expertise within, in this case, Gadjah Mada. Okay. So these are the subject trends. Okay. It is also able to show you the different collaborators that UGM has and links to those documents. This, I think, with Brin. And this is one of the newest inclusions that we have added on Scopus.com. And I think this is very helpful because here, the documents or the articles under Gadjah Mada are already categorized based on the SDG type rather. So when we look at here, these are the number of documents. These are the links to those documents under SDG 1. This is also valuable to see if your documents have been correctly or have been included already for a particular SDG. And again, what this actually is helpful for is, for example, your institution needs you to come up with more research output on a particular SDG, let's say SDG 11, and you'd want to see what are the journals categorized under SDG 11, then you could just click on the SDG contribution within a particular organization, and you could actually submit your paper from there. So in this case, for example, we have the Journal of Applied Science and Engineering, which is categorized under SDG on sustainable cities and communities. Okay. Okay. So you could also check via a specific subject area, what are the articles that are indexed under this subject area. And again, it would lead you to the links. So what you could find here are the documents. We also already have preprints, or those that are undergoing the final indexation in Scopus. So it is not yet fully indexed, but there are just minor revisions like the maybe the title or the fonts being used. So those are the minimal revisions that is pending for these documents, which is added onto the preprints. Okay. What are the patents, secondary documents, okay, and information about research data. Okay. Okay, so it shows you the types and the funders. Okay. So for one of the additions as well for Scopus.com is the researcher discovery link. I'll just go back first. So researcher discovery is very helpful when you want to look for collaborator. So I'll just use infamous artificial intelligence topic. Okay. So here, when I type that search topic, it shows you the top authors under that field. And instead of going one by one, it is actually more streamlined now. So it's able to provide you the top authors with the highest citations, with the highest H-index. So you are able to view their profile. Okay. It show based on this topic, artificial intelligence, the topmost author based on citation and based on citations rather and H-index. Sorry, I haven't ranked this. Let me sort it out first. Sort it by highest citations. So in this case, it is Dr. Wang. Okay. And you're able to see his full profile. So it is now easier to collaborate with him. Because you know that he has the highest citation for this particular topic, artificial intelligence. We're able to see impact in terms again of the SDG. How many of his documents have been categorized with what SDG? How many and what are those documents that have been cited, and links to those documents through the publisher page. It also shows how many and who are those co-authors, which you could also collaborate with much faster, having access to this. What are those topics? So the topics of this topics actually is the research topic based on SciVal category of Elsevier, which is another bibliometrics platform. And how many of those awarded grants has he have? So again, the researcher discovery is very helpful to help you get instant information or access to the collaborators that you would want to collaborate with. Okay. So I could also search with authors. You could add an affiliation. I don't have the list of would you, Ibu, sorry, would you like to give a sample or a
Mohon maaf, mungkin Prof. Retno saya jadikan sampel ya, Prof. Retno Danarti,
Ya, silakan Mbak Yulis.
mohon maaf, Prof.
Jadi terkenal nih.
Danarti, Retno.
Sorry, Ibu, the
Danarti,
Ganar
Danarti.
Danarti.
Yeah. Oh no, not D, 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 D.
The
D.
Danar.
Danar,
Okay.
Danarti. And then the first name, Danarti, not with E, but A, Danarti. Yeah. Yeah, with E. And the first name-nya Retno.
Sorry, what is the first name, Ibu? Sorry.
I didn't check.
Okay, my apologies. Retno. Okay. Okay, search. Okay. So, Prof. Danarti, okay, I have a link to it. So, Prof. Danarti has 745 documents, citations rather, from 51 documents and an H index of 13. So here you could see how she has progressed in terms of research output. And then when we look at impact, these are the SDG the SDGs where her articles have actually been categorized. So it's goal 3 and goal 4 and goal 17. Yeah. So most of well, actually for Scopus, it is linked to Scival. So if you'd want to analyze further, there is a link to Scival. Yeah. Which UGM has access to as well. So the good thing is you're able to get those analytics with the use of Scival. And then, of course, the source comes from Scopus. There. So you're able to see how many collaborations, to what extent the collaboration is. So a lot of it are within Indonesia, and of course, a lot with the international or other countries. So these are those institutions outside of Indonesia where Prof. Retno has collaborations with. So with Scival, you could definitely save your searches. If you want to go more in depth, you could go to Scopus. But if you want a more overview and analytics, the best place to go would be Scival for that. I think, Ibu, there was also a question earlier if the Scopus AI searches could be saved or the results could be saved. The answer actually is no, because we actually don't retain the data for privacy. So yeah, that's one of the things that differentiate us with other algorithms or generative AI.
Okay. Thank you, Christy. Maybe is there any additional information about that? Because we have a time limitation. It's already 2 p.m.
Yeah, understood. Yeah. I could share with you via email, and you could also cascade to the team
Yeah.
FAQs on Scopus AI and the video which could also be played on how to navigate the platform both for Scopus and Scopus AI. I will be sharing so you could cascade.
Okay, thank you very much, Christy. Because we have a time limitation, and thank you very much for your time. And I will contact you soon regarding the decision to subscribe to the Scopus AI after the trial process is complete, Christy. Okay, Bapak
Thank you.
dan
Terima
thank you. Bapak dan Ibu sekalian, karena keterbatasan waktu yang ada, ingin kami cukupkan terkait dengan pelatihan Scopus AI untuk periode trial pada hari ini. Mohon kiranya Bapak dan Ibu juga memberikan masukan terkait dengan mungkin nanti Bapak Ibu sudah mencoba kaitannya dengan bagian Scopus maupun Scopus AI. Dan nanti mohon kami diberikan masukan terkait dengan Scopus AI ini, karena nanti juga akan menjadi salah satu dasar kami memberikan keputusan terkait dengan meningkatkan layanan kami terkait dengan Scopus AI. Dan Bapak dan Ibu sekalian,
Boleh,
matur nuwun.
maaf. Tadi saya udah coba.
Iya,
Saya coba di yang searching seperti biasa pakai Scopus, dan saya coba yang pakai Scopus AI.
iya,
Tapi yang pakai Scopus AI itu lambat sekali munculnya.
iya.
Beda kecepatan.
Iya, mungkin ini sedang ada gangguan koneksi. Nanti akan
Oh,
kami tanyakan
oke.
kembali kepada Christy. Christy, there is a problem. Maybe there is any problem with connection for the Scopus and also
Scopus AI.
Scopus AI. Because I also want to try, but it's very.
Oh,
It's
are you
very. Ya, monggo Ibu.
do,
Yeah,
do you
I tried the
see
Scopus and also
the
the Scopus
Scopus
AI.
AI logo, Ibu?
Putus.
Putus sepertinya. Do you see the Scopus AI logo, Ibu?
Sorry, my connection is intermittent. I just turned off my video, but yeah. Do you see the Scopus AI logo on scopus.com? It should be on the rightmost
Yes.
portion.
Yes, I already tried both of Scopus and also the Scopus AI, but the speed of the very different. By Scopus, we can search faster, but when I use the Scopus AI, is very, very slow, the result.
Oh, okay. Maybe you could just log out and then log in, Ibu. Sometimes from my end, it's just because of, well, from my end would be the internet connectivity, but if it's working fine for Scopus, if you could just log out and log in. For Scopus AI, it should be fast. So like the video we showed, so it generates the results.
Okay, maybe
Yeah.
just because the connection problem, I don't know. We try it later.
Yeah, please try, and you could let me know as well. So I'll just type in my email in case you encounter any problem. Just give me a screenshot so we
Okay.
could investigate back end as well.
Okay. Thank you, Christy.
Thank you, Ibu.
Ya, mohon maaf Ibu, mungkin kalau koneksinya sudah lambat. Ini saya juga mencoba masih lambat.
Ya, tapi dengan Scopus oke.
Iya. Ini saya dua-duanya malah.
Oh, gitu. Oke.
Iya, dua-duanya. Nggak apa-apa Ibu, nanti mungkin bisa dicoba kembali. Saya juga akan mencoba kembali. Jadi, terima kasih Bapak dan Ibu. Oh iya, perlu kami informasikan juga bahwa kami di Perpustakaan dan Arsip ini juga membuka semacam library klinik gitu, semacam klinik kalau misalnya ada Bapak dan Ibu yang kesulitan untuk atau ingin mengetahui lebih lanjut tentang akses database yang dilanggan oleh Universitas Gadjah Mada. Karena misalnya Bapak Ibu ingin mengetahui topik dengan citasi tertinggi apa, terus kemudian penelitinya siapa, terus kemudian jurnal Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4 begitu, itu bisa kami bantu, dan silahkan untuk datang ke Perpustakaan dan Arsip Universitas Gadjah Mada. Terima kasih Bapak dan Ibu peserta sekalian. Thank you, Christy. Mungkin kami akhiri. Wabillahi taufik wal hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Salam sehat dan tetap semangat.